Hey, Brett or Deanne, can you put the door? Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 State of the City Address. I am Janelle Ford. I am the Communications Director for the City of Killeen, and each year we hold this event to talk about the accomplishments and the achievements of our city, as well as the challenges and opportunities that we have. And I will have the mayor come up in one moment to present to you, but before that, I really want to make sure that we look back, do a quick glance into what we did in 2023, what we provided for our community members in 2023. So if we can please roll that video. Thank you to our multimedia team who put that together. As you can see, we had a jam-packed 2023, and we are really looking forward to this coming year. Again, our mayor will address just some of the successes that we've had, as well as the opportunities that we have going forward. And we'll talk about just the excitement of having all this new development, new business, and we welcome you to also submit some questions to us, and we'll give you some information on that once she is complete. But please welcome Madam Mayor Debbie Nash King.
Thank you so much, Janelle. It is indeed an honor and pleasure to stand before you as we do the state of the city. I think about 2 or 3, maybe a week ago, maybe 2, I had the opportunity to do the state of the region with Judge Blackburn on the county court. So with that being said, I'd like to recognize our city council members. We do have 2 here. We have our Mayor Pro Tem, Nina Cobb, and also our District 1 rep, which is Jessica Gonzalez. Also, we have, thank you ladies for always supporting me. We also have our city manager, Mr. Cagle. Okay, our city manager is here. And we also have some executive directors here. Would you please stand? Thank you all for everything that you do. In order for the council to be successful, as you know, I am just the mayor, and the mayor does not vote unless there is a tie. And we have our council members, along with me, Mr. Cagle, working with our executive directors to try to get a vision of how we would want to see the city grow, and that played a tremendous part when you're talking about our Killeen 2040 comprehensive plan. Everything that we do on the dais would not be a success without our executive director, our fire chief, and also our police chief. So we owe a lot to them, especially our city attorney. I didn't see her in here, Holly Clemens. Her team goes beyond, especially with release of information, we get served, or any information that has to go out to the public from a legal perspective. She is jolly on the spot with that, her and our team. And also our executive directors, they do much more than just lead, but they come up with solutions, and they treat their members of their team like family, and that's our employees. They're behind the scene. They do all of the work that make us look good. They are the ones that's in the forefront that comes with the customer service. So we are truly grateful and thankful for a great team, and I am truly honored to be a part of Team Killeen. So let's give them one more round of applause. As our Executive Director of Communications stated, Janelle Ford, there's a lot of great things that we have accomplished as a team. To me, community partnership is one of those things. And we have partnered with so many other entities, and it's so important to have these interlocal agreements. As mayor, that is one of my top priorities, is to go out and build partnerships, because you never know when you need your neighbor next door. And I will get into more details about that. Weird, I need my glasses off to see, but I need them on to read. So that's a very unique thing that I deal with constantly. So this is our agenda for today. I'm just going to give an overview. Any questions that you may have in more detail, I think Janelle stated, and would you please be so kind if you haven't already, if you would pass out our notes, please write your name and your email and the question. And we will, like last year, we'll get back with you with an answer. Thank you for that, Janelle. So this is the overview for tonight. And if you need any information and concerning your district, you have your council representatives. And you can go to our website at www.killeentexas.gov, and you can find all of their information on our website. So you do have a district rep. Excuse me, I'm dealing with allergies. All right, let's start it. The city of Killeen is constantly growing. In the last decade, we have over 30-plus residents to move into our area, and that's in the last decade. It's expected in this year that we will have over 163,000 residents. I'm telling you these numbers for a reason. If you look at how many employees that we have over 1,300 employees, and we're asking them to do twice the work. 1,300, and we're continuing to grow every year. So that's why any opportunity I get to thank our staff, our executive directors, and especially our employees that provide those services for the residents and business owners of the city of Killeen, I want to say thank you, because that is a lot. And it's predicted in our census, and also with our financial department, came up with a formula that we're going to grow every year by 2%. So City of Killeen is on the rise, and this council that makes those decisions for this city, they have a hard job, and we're getting ready to go into planning for our budget and taking under consideration that there are more employees needed, but do we have the revenue to fill those positions? So with the City of Killeen, we're always happy to welcome new staff. One of our newest members is Tiffany McNair. She's the Director of Community Development. She's not here tonight, but we would like for our new Assistant City Manager, Miss Lori, raise your hand. Okay, Miss Lori Wilson just got hired. She was tried by the fire this past week. Mr. Cagle was not in, and she felt what it really meant to be a city manager. So I'm really, truly thankful and grateful that you are a part of our team. Thank you. And we also have our police chief. Thank you, Chief Lopez. Chief Lopez, as you know, he came on the ground running. So he's already started to implement all these programs along with Miss Tiffany McNair, programs that's going to improve the quality of life for our residents. So we're very grateful to have you both to be a part of Team Killeen. Thank you. So this is our budget as a glance. As you know, the City Council approved a $244 million budget that went into effect this October. What's so unique about this budget, someone asked me, where do you get your resources for when it comes to the general funds? And that's our franchise taxes, our property taxes, and also our sales tax. That is our general fund. And we have so far been truly, I would say, blessed, honored that we always get an increase in our sales tax. That means that we're spending money at home. So we have to continue to provide the resources and the services and more opportunities for our residents to stay in the City of Killeen and use these new facilities, entertainment centers. So we have to stay focused on our youth, our seniors, and also provide things for our family. And our downtown Killeen, Miss Kate, I didn't see her in here, but I do see Miss Kay, thank you. And Mr. Revelle and Mr. Lavalis does an excellent job with that team. And what's so unique about our downtown Killeen events, we have all departments working together, our police department, our fire department, public works department, park and rec department. They all working together to provide a service, which is entertainment for our families. So I'm very grateful for you and everything you do. So this is a budget at a glance. Everyone asks us to get more detail. I don't want to pull up my slides. I memorized this like back of my hand. Is that our first responders. Our first responders take up the majority of our budget. And everyone asks why. That is a service that we cannot do without. Public safety should be number one in everyone's mind as this city continues to grow. We need more police officers. We need more firefighters. We got to have competitive pay. We want to make sure that our next door neighbors are 30 or 50 miles down the street, that they don't beat us in getting the best of the best. And that's what we have. So that takes up the majority of our budget. And the one thing that you do want to know, you want them there when you pick up that phone to dial 911 in case of emergency. You want to ensure that they got the proper equipment, they have the supply, and everything that they need to ensure that's a life and death situation. So they do take up the majority of our budget. As you can see, this $1 bill, everybody say it's a big deal. No, it is a big deal, because if you look at it, you see the bulk of that dollar bill, the money goes to KISD. We get our part, but also Bell County gets theirs. And I'd like to acknowledge Councilmember Sagara. Thank you for being here, sir. So this is the city council priorities. I have this because there are some things that I was told that I must say. So if I pick up my glasses, that means knock, knock, you need to say that. So this is the city council top priorities. As you can see, competitive pay. I just talked about that earlier. We're competing against everyone. There's a shortage on employees throughout the USA. This is nothing new. And so COVID had a hit on everyone. Most people decided they want to work from home. So that PAYS program, that agreement, interlocal agreement that we assigned with Fort Cavazos, that when their soldiers get ready to come out, that they will have the opportunity to interview with the city of Killeen. That's a given. They have MPs, they have firefighters, they have engineers, they have supply techs, they have automotive. So they get the opportunity to come here to apply for a job. So we open that door that, hey, you don't even have to worry, you guaranteed the interview. That will help us, but we gotta have the competitive pay to keep them here. We have to have the insurance to keep them here. Medical benefits. Everybody, when you go out looking for a job, you can have 4 or 5 offers, but you want the best deal. And medical plays a big deal, especially when you're starting a family, or you have a family, or you want to include your family, especially in your insurance. That's important to me. Staffing, as I stated, there's a need for more employees, especially in our code enforcement, our first responders, our park and rec. I can go on and on with the departments that need employees. And there's options to do that. But no one wants to be in a position to have to raise taxes and fees. I don't speak for the council, I speak for myself. No one wants to be in that position. But as we grow, the council will have to make some hard decisions on how we're going to maintain our infrastructure, how we're going to provide the basic services for our residents. That is so important. So most of the things I won't go, because I'm looking at Janelle, she's on that time with me. The park development, code enforcement, I just want to hit on that a little bit. We can never have enough code enforcement officers out there. One of the big things with the council is the beautification of Killeen. And that's a challenge to everyone in here. We have to beautify our city. Because when we have individuals coming here, whether it be residents, whether it be military soldiers and family members, or a business, we want to always put our best foot forward and keep our city clean. This is my favorite one, Killeen 2040 Forward. This is the 6 big ideas, and why I like this so much, because the residents, the stakeholders, the business owners, the school system, the colleges, Fort Cavazos leadership, everyone had an input on how we want to see the city of Killeen grow in the next 10 to 20 years. So this is important to me. Some of the things I was told to highlight, and this all is highlight, and I want to give kudos to the council because they played a big part in this. Downtown Killeen is my thing, everybody know it. I won't start right there. With downtown Killeen, we have a permanent police substation. The purpose of that is for our officers to interact with not only the business owners, but also with the residents. So they go out to our community events. Our downtown is very important. I've always said, and I always will say, every city deserves a downtown. In order for you to bring in more businesses, and I know I'm jumping on this, but we have 80% occupancy downtown Killeen. And more businesses is constantly reaching out to Ms. Kay or Mr. Revelle wanting to go downtown Killeen. Why is that so important to me? The National Mounted Warrior Museum will be opening, if not this year, next year. It is estimated over 1 million, maybe from 500,000 to 1 million people will be coming to view that museum. Why would we want them to go, and we have an excellent partnership with our neighbors, but why they just can't come down Rancier and go downtown and have a nice meal, go shopping, have entertainment? So investing in our downtown Killeen now, in the long run, it will pay big dividends when that museum open in the future. So that's important to me. The council also put with our vibrant neighborhood and subdivision. They did an overhaul on our design and our construction ordinance, and the purpose of that is that we want to ensure that the appearance of residential and also businesses is up to standard. We want our neighborhoods and our businesses, commercial businesses, to look nice. They did an excellent job on that. And also with our local business and ecosystem, they put in a thoroughfare plan. That's important for our sidewalks and our pathways. So the council has been doing an excellent job into revising, overhauling our ordinances. And we want our city to look good. So it's a challenge. You know, no one wants change, but sometimes change is good in the long run. It's not where we're at now. It's going back to that Killeen 2040. It's how we, as a community, want our city to look. And to me, I commend the council for making those hard choices, those hard decisions to move our city forward. This was a survey that was conducted. This survey has not been conducted in the last 10 years. Mr. Cagle has said that biannually that we will do a citizen survey. It's very important to get your input. I'm really big on tax dollars. I pay taxes, you pay taxes, everybody pay taxes one way or the other. Whether it's sales taxes, whatever you do, you're gonna pay a tax on something. So this survey highlighted, which does not surprise me, our fire and the ambulance and trash and brush. These three entities are community service, customer service. You see them constantly out in the community, engaging with the public. So that says a lot about leadership. That's their job. They go out there and they do it well because they were top 3. And then the services were Killeen rated higher than the state and US. That doesn't surprise me. All of these are still customer service. And that's something that's part of our mission statement, our customer service, how we interact with people. And they have a tough job. Now, the last 3, the street maintenance, the police, and code enforcement. With our street maintenance, with the $10 fee, as you all know, that our public work director stated that as prices go up, supply and demand, we're just like everybody else throughout the USA waiting on supplies. Everything goes up. Then what you would have done in 2022 could have been a great project with prices going up. You got to adjust. Right now, they're working on Gilmer Street. And that was on, 2 or 3 councils ago. So they have a vision. You have seen it if you attend council meetings, and you can always go back and look at our videos that they have always put our infrastructure forefront. We can never get enough code enforcement as we grow, and our police department need police officers. And I know our Chief Lopez is doing an excellent job, and that's something that I learned from the fire department because I had the opportunity to attend a lot of their pinning ceremonies and graduations of completion, and they have done an excellent job in the recruitment field. So you're here today. You have neighbors, you have friends, And as we get ready to move forward in our hiring process with Fort Cavazos and the PACE program, if you know someone that may want to be a police officer or a firefighter, we have Chief Kabinski and we also have Chief Lopez, always open to have a conversation with them. Because it's very important that we recruit, but not only recruit, we want to recruit the best of the best. I just talked about our roadway. These are some of the major road construction updates. And I was told to say if you would like to visit this website, because the city is always updating our progress, it's www.killingtexas.gov/engineer. So it's always updated, and if you would like to go and see the current updates on our road construction updates, please feel free to go to that website. So our police update. I'm very excited. As I stated earlier, Chief Lopez, when he was hired, he came with ideas. And that idea was to ensure that with the resources we have, short on personnel, he took all of those things under consideration. So how can we better use the resources, our personnel, and the FUSA's Real-Time Crime Center? It is just a technology, it's a hub with all the technology in it. And what it does, it puts all the resources in there for law enforcement to use. And it takes on the ownership of helping with how to track a crime, and probably the better word, I should say, the crime pattern. And not only that, it has the resources, like it can recognize your license plate. They can use your camera at home. These are all permission, voluntary, if you want to do it. Business owners too. Also, they use a drone. They use all kind of resources, and they bring these resources together. And what happens will be that if case of emergency, I can send officers in an area that may potentially be a high crime area. So these resources are very good, and this is something that he came here with, and they're constantly trying to implement this information into the system, and that's why I like it, because it gives you the intelligence that you need to make an intelligent decision. That's very important. We have our municipal judge here, Judge Christner, and Chief Lopez is working on the diversion program. So the diversion program is another program that is for prevention, and it's for our juvenile. So if you're a juvenile under the age of 17, and you commit a non-traffic misdemeanor C, you can go through this program. And if you complete this program, you won't have to pay a ticket. And what I like the most, you won't be in the system. So that's giving them the opportunity to go through this class, learn some life lessons, and learn how to make wise choices. And this program is still in the progress of being completed. So these are some of our crime statistics, and I wanted to make sure, because I cannot see those numbers, they're so small, that I highlight these. So, with that being said, the murders and homicides are down 47% from 2022 to 2023. Aggravated assaults are down 20% from 2021 to 2023, and 13% from 2022 to 2023. Robberies are down 26% from 2021 to 2023, and 16% from 2022. Burglaries and breaking and entering, down 10%. Stolen property, down 60%. And drugs and narcotics Violations are down 18%. And let's give our Police Department Chief Lopez a round of applause. That says a lot. Thank you, and your team. It says a lot, and that's why that permanent substation downtown Killeen is so important. You know, you hear these different things about don't go down Killeen at night, and it's just very negative things. And what I challenge you with today is that anything that's negatively said about our city, we have to give them statistic and data that our city is on the rise, and we cannot feed into that. Because with the resources that we have, we're not like any city to our left, right, north, south, east, or west. We're the largest city between Dallas and Austin. We're the 19th largest city in the state of Texas. So what we have accomplished and what we will accomplish is because of the people in this room, our community. And we're depending on you to help us because we cannot, and I mean cannot, do it without you. Our fire department, this is their update. This is a part of the Killeen Fire Department master plan. Kudos to Chief Kabinski. He's a visionary. He came in. And when you knew, you got to weigh it out. You just got to see which way to go. But when he was planted solid, he did an assessment of our community. And a lot of things that the council, one of the things they were concerned about is as we develop smartly. And so as this city continue to grow, as I stated before, public safety should be everybody's number one priority. It's a life and death situation. So he decided that as we grow, I want to make sure that we train our firefighters and ensure that we have a place instead of going here or there. So they're going to recruit. It could be also used as our emergency operations center. It's going to be located on Tremere and Kelly, and it should be completed in 2025. And that facility is going to be amazing because people around Texas can come here and utilize that facility. And it's a good deal because our fire station will be right there. So kudos off to you, Chief Kabinski, and your team to come up with this. It's using the resources that you have and using them smartly. So this will help our community, but it also will help our firefighters too. So we're grateful for that. This is our downtown Killeen, and I was told to read this. This is our downtown Killeen, and as I say, I brag on it. It's in Councilwoman Gonzalez district, and I brag about it all the time of the great things that downtown Killeen is doing. But I think I may be able to read the numbers without my glasses. So we have 37 new small businesses that have opened. In the areas I stated earlier, is almost 80% occupied. We have nearly 90 jobs that have been created. The city received, this is just people investment. They invest $9.7 million of private investment in downtown Killeen. That's $9.7 million of their own money. They invested in ensuring that we build our downtown Killeen. We have more than 1,000 volunteer hours that have been invested. So we do have the BOSS program on Fort Cavazos, thanks to Mr. Revelle and Ms. Kay. They work with them closely to come to help us keep our downtown clean. So if they can come and help us to ensure that people come downtown to a clean area, we can get invested in our own neighborhood, talk to our neighbors and friends, and ensure that we keep clean. The city has hosted over a half, if you've been downtown to any events, there are amazing events. So it's over 24 overall events downtown, and this has helped the foot traffic from 600,000 in 2022 to 1.2 2 million visitors in 2023. In order for a business to survive, no matter where it is located in Killeen, you need foot traffic. And Mr. Revelle and Ms. Kay, once again, and the City of Killeen team, Killeen, thank you. That is one of the greatest investment, is investing in our own city. So our Anthem Park, as you know, it's going to be a multi-family use. It's going to be like family apartments, homes. Also, we will have businesses in that area, and that progress is still going on. We have a Killeen Business Park with Sit-Down, Martin Emergency Group. That is excellent for it to be here because they provide products, and they also provide services on our fire vehicles. And that's important to us because it saves our fire department time, money, and resources. So they can get all those services done here in Killeen. And our county annex will be coming down, will be coming to our Bell County area soon. And we're looking forward to having them as visitors. Well, not visitors, they'll be a part of our family. Station 42 just opened. That's great for military families and also for individuals that are working. It's affordable for workforce affordability for those individuals. Area 254 is just like a Dave and Buster. If you hadn't been there, please go. It's a lot of fun. Our new animal shelter, I'm really happy about this because it's Fort Cavazos, our interlocal agreement that we have with them. And it would be located on Liberty Street. With that being said, the facility that we purchased, it's more space for kennels, and it's also, if we want to have an in-house vet, we have that opportunity to have a veterinarian inside. So this is looking ahead. Our Rosa Herfin Bob Gilmore Community Center should be completed by this fall. Kudos to the aviation department as they get ready to celebrate 20 years of operation, more to come on that. And they also will be doing their second hangar. For our homeless and mental health strategic plan, as you know, we will be having a reunification building, and also we're working with Cove Housing on our homeless house village. And what makes this significant, that we have hired a licensed master social worker, would not only be working with the homeless outreach, but also with this program in the community engagement team. So that is very important to us. And this will be a transition center. Before I go into recognition, we did so many things. You have the opportunity to read this. I just want to talk about our lawsuit from Mr. Ken Paxton, our city attorney. I do believe in transparency, even though this is not a part of our slides. It's in the newspaper. Everyone's talking about it. So this is what I can tell you as of now. The city council have met. It was on our agenda. We had a discussion on it. They shared their concerns and their opinions, good, bad, or indifference. However, right now we're just waiting. It will be put on the agenda real soon. And you will have an answer. These are some of the recognitions that the city of Killeen have done. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll try to read just some of them. Killeen rated the most affordable and fastest growing city in the U.S. Killeen named best housing market in the nation for the first time home buyers. Killeen ranked second in the state for the lowest cost of living. Killeen ranked 8th most moved to city in the nation in 2022. Killeen ranked 9th most affordable college town in the U.S., and that's kudos to Central Texas College and Central Texas A&M Central Texas. So kudos, we have an excellent working relationship with them. These are some more awards that have been received. The Killeen Fire Department mission, Lifeline Gold recognition. Finance Department received several awards. They do an excellent job on our books to ensure that our budget is correct. So this is what I want to talk about, too. Partnership. That's the mayor's top priority. The mayor does not vote unless it's a tie. These are the partnerships that we have. Fort Cavazos, I can go on and on, how they support our airport, our animal shelter. KISD, I meet with the superintendent. I'm on the security team along with Chief Lopez. These are conversations that we're having all the time because you need partnerships. You cannot survive without them. Texas A&M University Central Texas, we're working with them on the research park, which is connected to the Futures Command. So we want to ensure that we have jobs, but we want to be in technology. Technology is a big thing. So we got to stay in tune with what's going on. Killeen Economic Development Corporation, question was asked to me 2 days ago, and someone asked me today about the grocery store. We are in negotiations right now, not only with one, with two. And I mean, we're closer than you think. We're closer than you think. So it's a lot of work. And I want to make it clear, we cannot make someone put a grocery store here. We can go out and look and ask people to come here. But we cannot make a company relocate here because there's a need. They have to want to come here. And with that comes incentives. And we're working on that. So these are just some of the partnerships that we have. And I'm grateful for our partnerships. I work on it a lot every day, especially with Fort Cavazos, as we have family members coming into this area to ensure that we have homes and that we have the resources, any kind of concerns they may have. So that's very important to me as mayor. And for the city council, I cannot thank you enough for everything that you do every day to meet the needs of our residents, and especially our executive director, Mr. Cagle, our assistant city manager, our legal team, and especially our employees. We thank you for everything you do to make City of Killeen, Team Killeen, great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mayor. We are going to wrap it up there. I do, again, what I would like to, did you take the clicker, ma'am? I would like to invite anyone who has questions. First, scan the screen if you want to make sure you get all our news alerts. You don't miss out on anything. You can scan the QR code. The one in the bottom right is the most important there. And that is it. But if you have any questions, please raise your hand and I will bring around a notepad so you can write down your questions. We will make sure that those are answered. But thank you for joining us for the 2024 State of the City Address. Have a nice evening.